1001. Go all the way down. 1002. Come on, boy. 1003. Stand up now.
Why?
Does it hurt, boy? You will learn to be stronger than me. Stronger than anyone in the world. Oh, hey. Get up from there. What are you doing out there? Yeah, what are we doing today?
I knew we were making a YouTube video.
A YouTube video.
I knew.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so today is
didn't
Father's
know.
Day,
I wouldn't tell
obviously.
you.
So my son is going to help me make a YouTube video just for you. Let's get started. What's up, guys? TD here. And just like the title says, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm going to teach you how to lose fat without working out. For those who like to train intensely, I'm also going to give you a variation on weight management to lose that fat, but continue to keep training hard. So basically, it all comes down to diet. Diet is the number one way. You can sit on your butt, lose the fat, or you can go out in the gym and train hard. But the bottom line is, it's going to be calories. Calories in, calories out. I know you've heard it over and over and over, but that's the bottom line. That's what it comes down to. So the most important thing when it comes to dieting is knowing your basic metabolic rate. And I'm gonna explain what the basic metabolic rate is, the amount of energy that your body burns just to survive. Just blinking your eyes, just moving your arms, that's the number of calories that you really need. So long story short, I'm gonna teach you how to get your basal metabolic rate. What I did was I actually took a chart. I wrote a little chart so you can get a better idea of what I'm saying, but here, we're gonna start with this. I use the Mifflin equation to get the exact numbers that I need. And basically, you're gonna go 10 times your body weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age plus 5. That's what the men are gonna do. Now, as far as the women, they're gonna do the same thing, 10 times your body weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age, but you're gonna make a change, minus 161. Okay, so when you do that equation, it's gonna give you the number of calories that your body needs just to live, just to survive. Now from that point, we are going to create a deficit, okay? And basically what a deficit means is you're gonna take calories out of your diet so that you can lose weight. Because the only way to lose weight is to go into a deficit. So long story short, what we have to do is realize what you're gonna do. If you're gonna train intensely, you're gonna go one way. But right now I'm gonna talk about if you just wanna sit on your butt, you wanna watch TV, you are afraid of the gym, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your basal metabolic rate, the number that you get from this equation, and you're gonna times that by 1.2. I don't know if you can see that. 1.2, there it is right there. And that's gonna give you your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure, okay? That's the second part. Now, if you're gonna train intensely, let's say you're a boxer, an MMA fighter, you're just an athlete, but you still wanna be in a deficit, but you still wanna train hard, what you're gonna do, you're gonna think about the number of days that you're gonna train. So I wrote this separate. 1 to 2 days, you're gonna times your body mass, your BMR by 1.4. If you're gonna train 2 to 3 days, you're gonna times it by 1.5. Down the road, 4 to 5 days, 1.6, 6 to 7 days, 1.7. And for those of you who like to train 2 times a day, you're probably a professional athlete. This is what you do for a living. You know, you train 2 times a day, you're gonna times that 1.8. That's what you're gonna times that by. Okay, so, and that's gonna give you your TDEE. Now, to create the deficit, this is what I like to do. You know, some people like to take 200, some people like to take 500. It's all good. You know, the bottom line is you want to lose the fat, but you don't want to do it too fast to where you'll crash. And the next thing you know, you're like, oh, I give up. And you're just stuffing everything in your mouth and you hit this rebound and you're like, diets don't work, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. A lot of us have been there. I've been there so many times. But long story short, what you are going to do, you're going to take that TDEE, which is your total daily expenditure, and you're going to times that by 0.8. And that's going to give you your deficit number of calories that you need to take in daily. Okay, so long story short, I'm going to set this down here. Once you get that number, let's just say your calories are, okay, let's tell you what. Here, I have an example. This is an example I wrote, which is basically, I use my numbers in here. So I went 10 times 90 kilograms, 200 pounds, in kilograms is 90. So plus 6.25 times 167 minus 5 times 39. 167 is the centimeters and 39 is my age, plus 5. That came out to 1,750, maybe 3, but I just rounded off to 750 calories. So that's my basal metabolic rate. At that point, I took that 1,750 and I times that by 1.6, which gave me my TDEE, which is 2,800 calories. So long story short, 1.6, that's because, let me move over there, I'm training 4 to 5 days a week. Hard, cardio, weights, that's just an example of what I put here. So long story short, that's how much energy I need to train my 5 to 6 days a week, but also, have enough energy to get through everything. Long story short, here it is. So this is the big part, creating the deficit. I take that number, the 2,800, and then I times that by 0.8, which comes out to 2,240. Now I'm pretty big on rounding numbers off, so pretty much I just round it down to 2,200. That's the amount of calories that I eat every day, and I can continue to train the same, but I will stay in a deficit. And staying in a deficit basically means I will lose weight. Okay, so one quick thing, as far as protein. So let's just say you're gonna run with that number. I'm gonna train, I'm gonna take in 2,200 calories a day. That puts me in a deficit. I'm gonna train, but where should my protein be? A lot of people get caught up in the macros. I really don't worry about the carbohydrates. We don't need too many carbohydrates. You got enough to get the job done. I really don't think about the fat too much because I really don't eat a lot of fat. But the protein is the biggest thing. So what you wanna do is take your weight and you're gonna times that by 1.2. And that's gonna give you the amount of protein that you need. So what I did was I took my weight, 200, so you can see that, and I times that by 1.2, and that gave me 240 grams of protein. So long story short, my diet is gonna consist of 2,200 calories and 240 grams of protein daily. Okay, I'm gonna train hard, I'm gonna stay in that deficit. Now, after a while, you're gonna hit a plateau because your body will adjust. And usually around 4 weeks is where I say to make the marker of a change. So basically what you're gonna do around 4 weeks, you're gonna take that number of calories, which is 2,200. Here's an example, I actually wrote it out here. You're gonna take that, and then you're gonna times that by 0.9. Stage 2, I call this stage 2. After 4 weeks, you've hit that plateau, your fat loss is slowed down, you're ready to get things back. So what you have to do is create a bigger deficit. So creating a bigger deficit, you take that number of calories, the 2,200 this is my number, yours is gonna be different. And you're gonna times that by 0.9. And then also the protein, you're gonna take that current weight at that time, and you're gonna times that by 1.3. So in my second phase, which would be weeks 5 through 8, let's see if you can see this here, the calories now come down to 2,016, but like I say, I like to round it off, so I just take it straight to 2,000 calories. Protein, it all depends on how much you're weighing at that moment when you times it by 1.3. Boom, 5 to 8. Okay, now weeks 9 through 12, you're gonna do the same thing again. You're gonna take that amount of calories, those 2,000 calories. Well, basically, I did it here. You're gonna take the 2,016 calories, and then you're gonna times that by 0.9. That's gonna give you 1,804, so 814 calories. That's your new number for weeks 9 through 12. I rounded off to just 1,800 calories. Protein is gonna be the same thing. You're gonna take the protein. This time you're gonna times it by 1.4 because your protein needs to go up. Now it's gonna get a lot harder. The more fat you lose, you know, you're gonna lose some muscle. There's really no way around it. You're gonna lose some muscle, but you really want to try to minimize the amount of muscle that you lose. So long story short, you can sit on your butt going this way, or you can go in that way. Either way, you can lose the weight, but you want to do it intelligently. It's not about just eating a buttload of vegetables, a buttload of protein. You know, it's like, oh, I'm on a diet. I got this huge plate of food, you know, but it's all healthy food. You can't think about that. It's numbers, calories in, calories out. The biggest thing that I can say, when you got those numbers, you put your diet together, you get MyFitnessPal. I love MyFitnessPal. I think about what I want to eat. I scan everything and I just play around with those numbers until I reach my macros, my protein basically, and the numbers that I need as far as my calorie intake. Boom, you get those numbers down, you are off to the races. So I try to keep this as short and simple as I could, really fast. You get your diet together, you get your numbers together, then you get your diet together, and then, it's all said and done. You know, after 3 months, you're gonna look fabulous. So I hope this video helped you. If you like it, please like it, subscribe. If you want to be notified when I drop my next video, every other video, hit the bell icon. And hopefully my next video is just as good and helpful for you. Have a good one.
What, YouTuber?
What's going on, YouTube? Just want to let you know my son was asleep. He decided to put himself to bed. So I ended up recording the video earlier. Time was running out. But anyway, he just wanted to say hi. And we wanted to say thank you for watching the video. That's the part where you say bye.
Bye.
Anything else you want to say?
I miss you guys.